Hey everyone, this is Bryce on the floor coming at you with another tennis improvement video. Today we're going to break down a Moroccan player serve side by side Roger Federer serve. He's an incredibly competitive player and a great example of the skill level in Morocco, but there are a few things that a face could take his serve to the next level. We'll be focusing on three key aspects of the serve: grip, swing mechanics, and ball flight. By the end of this video, you'll understand how these elements affect your serve and how to adjust them to improve consistency, power, and spin. All right, so the first thing we want to focus on is the grip. All right, so let's pay close attention, and I want you to see if you can see what happens with this player's grip. All right, so we're going to take this in really slow motion because it's very subtle, but let's see if we can zoom in right here and see what's happening with that grip. Okay, so right here, notice if you can see how that grip changes. Okay, all right, this could be for a couple of reasons. Maybe he feels uncomfortable hitting a continental grip, or maybe he's compensating for other inefficiencies in his serve. However, this is really important that we make sure we stop switching the grip like this, because what this is going to do is drastically decrease the consistency, and also it's an indication that he's not hitting with the continental grip. All right, so we want to be at bevel number 2 and hit with the continental grip to hit really good serves, all right? Because if we're not, it's going to make it impossible to hit with the type of swing path that it's going to need for us to hit topspin and hit with a lot of power, okay? So first of all, let's change that grip and make sure we're at continental. All right, so the next thing we need to focus on is the swing mechanics, all right? And I want you to pay close attention to this position that Roger Federer is in right now. And I want you to take a look at his elbow, okay? And this position in general is what we call the salute position. Okay, it's like you're saluting like a soldier. Okay, so the salute position is basically what we do before we move into our right to left movement. However, this player's salute position eh, is a little bit off because he's not bending the elbow properly. He's not what we call bending from the elbow. And then what that's doing is that's changing the right to left movement. Okay, so the right to left movement is the movement out of the salute position where the racket more or less moves over the head like this. Okay, and that right to left movement transitions into what we call the racket drop position. This position right here, where we can see on Roger Federer. Okay, so we have to get that right to left movement very efficient so we can move into a good racket drop. Okay, and that's the key to hitting with a lot of power and spin. Okay, however, here the arm is sort of prematurely getting into that salute position, and then that's making the movement really inefficient when he moves right, what we call right to left. Okay, so right here, we want to make sure that as opposed to continuing with the arm straight and up, we want to make sure at this point we're in the salute position like Roger Federer, and then we go right to left. Okay. All right, so the next thing we want to look at is the ball flight. Okay, so basically, what we have to understand is that topspin is an upward motion creating downward force. Okay, so we're gonna zoom into Roger Federer. Okay, and I want you to see if we can see how he's striking the ball. Okay, so he's striking the ball just at about here. Okay, and he's brushing up, okay? So notice if you can see that upward brush, okay? All right, so we're gonna try to be really aware of that upward brush, okay? So when you're gonna hit a kick serve, we don't necessarily want to hit our kick serve, our second serve with less pace, but we want to hit it with more spin, okay? Topspin is an upward motion creating downward force, okay? So notice as the racket suddenly moves upward, okay? And that's creating topspin, okay? So we don't necessarily need to decrease the pace on the serve, but we need to make sure we can efficiently hit the ball in an upward motion to create what we call true topspin, okay? And notice the ball flight, okay? Notice as it's a little bit more gradual as it goes into the box as a than a flat serve. Okay, so notice it's more of a gradual path down because what we did is we more or less brushed up on the ball. Okay, so in that kick serve we want to brush up. Okay, it's an upward brush. Okay, however, this movement is making it really inefficient to brush up on the ball and to hit true topspin, and everything's a little bit out of sync because right here the elbow position isn't correct and we're not in a proper salute position. Okay, so notice what happens on the ball flight on this serve. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get into this ball flight right here. Okay, and zoom in a little bit. So notice what's happening on this serve. Okay, here the ball flight is more downward than gradual. Okay, that's an indicator to me that we're not generating as much true topspin that we need to generate, and we're not really striking up against the ball. We're more so hitting the ball more flat, and then that's not going to give us the topspin that we need to increase the consistency. Okay, so what we need to work on is we can hit the spin serve or the second serve with just as much pace as the flat serve. However, we want to make sure we're brushing up on the ball like Roger Federer so we can generate true topspin. All right. So first of all, what we want to do is shadow swings. Okay, shadow swinging that proper salute position. Okay, like here, and then we want to practice going right to left, and then we want to isolate that upward brush, and then those are all things that are going to help your serve. Okay, so next let's hop on to the live view, and we're going to show you exactly how you can practice this is by yourself at home or on the tennis court.
Hello, now that we broke down your serve side by side Roger Federer, let's talk about some simple strategies that you can do at home or on the tennis court to improve the quality of your topspin serve. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to avoid switching that grip like you're doing, okay? Because what that can be a sign of is other inefficiencies in your serve. You want to make sure you're at bevel number 2 at continental grip. Refer to some of my other grip videos if you need help. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to practice that salute position. Okay, so as opposed to continuing with the arm up, we want to make sure we're in that salute position right here, just like we're saluting like a soldier. Okay, so what I want you to do is isolate this movement, salute like a soldier, and then add the racket, and then salute like this. Okay, and then I want you to do shadow swings, mimicking that whole motion with the salute position, going right to left, dropping the racket drop, and then what we want to do is brush up on the ball. Okay. The next thing that we want to do is simply isolate how it feels to brush up on the ball. Remember, topspin is an upward motion creating downward force. So what we want to do is brush up on the ball, okay, and just see how it feels to hit the ball with that upward brush. So we're going to hop over to a clip of how you brush over the fence. How we practice this on the fence is we want to hit the ball over the fence in that upward motion, and that's going to mimic hitting our topspin serve and conversely improve the quality of our topspin serve. Forward, backward, toss, turn, trophy, okay? I'm going to hit the ball in an upward motion. And one more quick tip is we don't want to open up the body too much after the serve. Okay, what we want to do is we want to finish to that side net post and we want to have kind of a closed body. This has been Bryson LaFleur with another tennis improvement video. Like, comment, subscribe, and also if you would like a video analysis just like this, where I break down your serve or any other stroke that you have, text me your number or join my Discord group, and I'll give you free tips about how you can improve your game. And also, if you would like my free serve course, click the link below, enroll in the free serve course, and learn how to hit incredible serves. Thank you so much, and as always, great luck out there in the tennis court.